Rasmus, we're back with another Tip Tuesday, and I have a new tool! Yay! What did I get this tool for? Well, I've been using the smaller version, which you may or may have not seen. The typical one you see for sewing kits is a little shorter markers for drawing outlines and for marking seams and things in general pattern work. However, what I've been doing with it is marking where I'm going to do punch holes. Or, in this case, because they're so long, look at how long these things are. They're like a quarter inch or longer. Jesus. So what I'm going to actually do with these, because they're so long, is I'm going to be using them as, it's actually a much heavier metal than the ones you see in your typical craft store. This is my plan. This is not how you're supposed to use them. I'm going to go into how you're supposed to use them. I've been using them to punch holes, yes, with a bit of force, punch holes in hide leather. This is like a pretty heavy leather. It's not fashion leather. It's pretty thick. And it's not exactly easy. There we go. Once I got the initial line, I keep going back and forth. Luckily it's like an ear, so each hole is in exactly the same space. Assuming I don't totally fuck up. But yeah, you can see on the inside there, bam, we have holes. It'll work obviously on the foam. The reason why I put foam underneath of it is because this is a hard material. And if I put it right up against the glass, it won't punch all the way through. It needs something to like squish into in order for the needles to go completely through. It will of course work on fabric, as you might imagine. So, what is this good for? Well, it's good for pattern making. Particularly heavy pattern making, but yes, pattern making. So sometimes you have to do custom work or something like that for something, right? You're fitting pants. These pants don't fit. So what we're going to do is we're going to pin these very, very shittily, by the way. We're doing this for haste in camera. We're going to pin these up and we're going to fit these pants to this mannequin. But wait, we want to make more of these. Well, we're going to need a pattern to do this on. We're going to need to make a pattern out of pattern paper. Well, how do we transfer it along? Well, how about we cut out a close-fitting, but not exactly, piece of material. Usually really shitty, cheap material, not the good stuff. You don't want to use the good stuff. You can also use this not only when you're making a whole ton of these. You can use this when you want to make something very, very expensive but don't want to screw it up. So what you do is you make a prototype of whatever dress or pants or jacket or whatever you're sewing, right? Whatever you're sewing, make a prototype of it out of a really, really cheap material, and then you take this and you run it along I'm not going to do this with my pants, but you run it along and you either have the pattern paper backing or you use the temporary, there we go, damn words work for me, the temporary material, and it'll allow you to draw the marks and punch through and then make your pattern like you would with your regular one. It of course works with much heavier fabrics, because this one's a bit more extreme than your regular one. And it works through many more layers of fabric. So yay! But me, misusing tools in the way I do, I'm going to be punching holes. This is really good for punching holes in general because of the spacing. One of the issues you run into when you punch holes is that you want them to be spaced evenly so they look nice, so the stitch comes out clean. Let me actually show you like the stitch on this leather. You see that it's relatively even, and we want to have the same number of stitches. So that gear work is really important for that. If you just kind of go by eye, you end up losing a stitch a lot of times or more, and they become misplaced, they become out of order, and losing a stitch, if you do very nice decorative stitches, is the worst. It ruins the whole, it ruins it. Oh well. So we have a new tool for me to work with leather. Actually, probably I'm going to end up marking other materials with this, assuming we're going to test how durable it is. Obviously, craft foam works the same way. If you have to do markings and patternings with that, you can transfer your Pepakura patterns in the same way. If you okay, so let me demonstrate a Pepakura pattern, right? Yeah, because that actually is something that came to my mind as I was ranting. So we have a Pepakura pattern, right? Here it is, and we want to trace this. Now it's kind of a pain in the ass to cut this out and mark it and all that good shit. But what we can do is we can run along the pattern and it just, bam, cuts it out. Or at least marks when we need to cut it out. Super easy. We don't need to cut out a ton of paper and transfer the pattern. We just need to go over the material with this, and guess what? It doesn't destroy the original pattern. You can go over it again a reasonable amount of times with this and retrace the pattern in case something goes wrong. That's the thing that happens with Pepakura. Once you cut it out, it's pretty much over. And yes, that is something I literally just thought of while I was talking, is transferring patterns off of Pepakura. So, yes, I will probably be testing that out for realsies on a Pepakura thing, but I'm pretty sure it works because I'm pretty sure that works. You can just put your Pepakura pattern on whatever material you're working with, EVA foam, even plastic, cardboard, whatever it'll punch through, and it'll have a pattern for you to follow. Super easy. Bam. Okay, we're good. I will see you guys next time for next Tuesday. I'm going to enjoy my nice new tool and the possibilities of patterning. I'll see you guys next time. Good times to all. Hey, looks like you made it all the way to the end. If you're interested in more new tutorials, con coverage, and other cosplay shenanigans every week, hit that sub button to get it delivered hot and fresh to you.